Welcome back to Let's Play Panzer General. I've been doing a little bit of thinking. I promise you I'm not going to save scum, because this is a random number generator is very important here, and it's easy to sort of load and save and reload until you get good combat results. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to just think a little bit off screen. So that's what I've been doing, and it seems to me now that there are two sort of tactical opportunities that have opened up to the Red Army here. On the one of them is these German Panzer tanks. They are also very, very heavy tanks. Ground defense of 17, hull attack of 21. But their air defense isn't as good as the Tiger IIs. They only have an air defense of 9, and there are no air defenses, German air defenses, or German fighters close enough to intercept an attack on this tank. Also, it's maneuvered himself into rough terrain, where its high initiative rating doesn't help as much as it would in the open. So one opportunity that we've got here is to try and make the Germans pay for their armoured counterattack with the Panthers at least, and use some bombers, and the expected losses are that they will inflict some damage at least. Oh, the Panthers also get to shoot at our bombers. They missed, fortunately. And the bombers, yeah, they did 3 damage. That was better than expected, actually. This Hummel artillery is also going to defend this Panther tank, so while we're at it, we should probably use air power against this armoured artillery unit as well. Again, it's not going to do immense amounts of damage, but it might do a little bit. Okay, not bad at all. Oh, there's an infantry unit here in a river hex. I saw that now. Could also do some serious damage to that probably, but we only have so much air power to spare. I think having attempted these attacks, it's probably time to bring up our heavy Soviet IS-2 tanks, try and hit this Panther if we can. Now, you see, we still expect to take fairly heavy losses, and it'll all kind of depend on which tank gets to shoot first now, because that's kind of all up to the random number generator, though at first the defensive artillery gets to fire. Suppress 2 of our Joseph Stalin 2 tanks. Now let's see. They get to shoot first. That's not good at all. That means our Joseph Stalin's going to get it. Okay, they're down to what, 3 now to shoot back with against the Panthers. Well, we hurt them for 2 at the very least. We might be able to take this Panther out now if we're lucky, but again it depends on the random number generator who gets to shoot first. Also a little bit on how much the defensive artillery does. Only suppressed 1, that's not too bad at all. Now let's see. Simultaneous fire, excellent. That means 10 of our IS-2s get to shoot, and their Panthers got it. Okay, so that's 1 fewer of those tough, that's 1 less of those very, very tough German tanks to worry about, at least. I think we might as well advance this IS-2, even though that puts it into a pretty tough spot. It can at least threaten that artillery unit. It's in between two anti-tanks though, so it's in a tight spot, but I'm hoping it's so heavily armored it'll be able to hold its own. Also, especially since anti-tanks, when they attack, tanks get to shoot after the tank fires first. I'm gonna save actually. No, this is not defensive Arnhem or anything like that. I did make a save game in Byelorussia. I'm gonna make a fresh one though. Actually, this is gonna be Operation Bagration, or whatever. Oh, and sorry for talking about July the 22nd earlier. It was, of course, June the 22nd, 2 weeks after D-Day. Right. Now, let's see. Strategically, yeah. We can buy some units. We can afford that. I think we could use some more artillery to try and soften up the entrenchments of these German units. We definitely could use some air defenses against the tough German Luftwaffe, especially here at the airfield, to make sure that if our aircraft need to fly back, refuel, and maybe try and replace losses, that they don't get just completely destroyed by Luftwaffe fighters, at least not without the opportunity to fight back. And I think we might want to buy a heavy armored unit as well, and I think I could go with either one of these heavy tank destroyers or a heavy tank. I think the tank destroyer, it's cheaper. It doesn't work quite as well when attacking enemy tanks, but it defends just as well, and works just as well when attacking enemy anti-tanks. So I think we'll go with this slightly cheaper unit actually. There. Now for the southern flank. That's the other sort of tactical opportunity that I talked about. Oh, sorry, I'm actually going to have to take a bit of a break. Right, so welcome back. I got a little phone call there. Right. In the south, the Germans don't seem to have as much heavy armor as they do here in the north. So I think this is our best chance at sort of a breakthrough. And I especially want to try and avoid to keep these troops from being able to retreat across the Dnieper here and set up a new defensive line there, which would be very tough to break. If we could break through here, we'll be able to threaten both Mogilev, which is a victory objective hex, and also to catch the northern German troops in the from behind to encircle them. I hope, maybe I forgot to explain last time that these glowing hexes, they show up as white, as Mogilev as white on the strategic map. They are the victory objectives. They are the hexes that I need to take to control to win the scenario, and have a limited amount of time to do that. Let's see. There are some other opportunities I have though that I think I'm going to take. I'm going to try and use the partisans, since they are behind enemy lines, to try and attack the German artillery. Oops, we got a rugged defense. Their entrenchment levels basically means they completely broke up that attack. That's not good at all. So this isn't going as we hoped to talk. Oh, come on, not another rugged defense? very bad. Right. Oops. These partisans did not do their job as expected. Nevertheless, I think I'm going to still need to try and hurt this anti-tank unit, which is basically retreating. It doesn't have any air cover though, so we need to hurt it as much as we can. Good. Not that. That's absolutely okay. That is. And the second thing we'll need to do. We'll need to. They got lucky here. Mogilev is going to be holding on for quite some time then, probably. I can't really. I won't really use air power to hit it here because of this annoying flak air defense, which tends to cause havoc on if I attack it with air units. Let's try instead to use our remaining. And I would love to use air defense on this unit, this Sturmgeschütz artillery unit, to weaken its entrenchment, but unfortunately they've got a fighter there, which means if I attack that, the fighter's going to intercept and I'm going to get destroyed, so I'm not going to do that. I am instead going to have to, let's see. Let's make sure that we don't run out of fighters. It's absolutely essential that tactical bombers be escorted. This is a terrible fighter actually, but even this one might be able to do an escort mission. It's only got an initiative of 5, so it's going to get wrecked, but if it ever does get into fighter combat, but it can still protect these guys so that if the Germans want to attack here, this guy for example is going to have to attack the fighter first before it can hurt the bombers. And while it's at it, why don't we just do a little strafing attack on this elephant? I don't expect to really do any damage, but I expect to oh wow! Got lucky there. More importantly, I was able to lower the entrenchment value from 6 to 5, bottom right of the screen, and 5. Yeah. Now, let's see. This guy also needs a fighter escort. I just like to send up fighter escorts before it's too late, so I don't accidentally sort of run out of fighters to protect my bombers with. How to put it? Let's see. Maybe we should use LA5, another pretty terrible. Oh, it's actually maybe not. It's got a lot of strength to it. So use the yak. One of my yaks instead. Put that one in there and scout out. Yeah, no Germans in there. Next, right, if we could get... This isn't really a very dangerous unit, but it's got sitting in an annoying place, so... Let's see if we can get it out of the way so our tank, Soviet forces can hit here, which is the more crucial area. Oh, getting lucky. Got the first shot, even though they have forced entrenchment levels. Oh, fantastic. They're into the river hex, and basically they're not much of an issue anymore. Now let's see what kind of air force I got left. I think I've got 2 bombers and a few fighters. Let's try and use... The annoying thing about this artillery is it's so well entrenched. I really would have liked to soften it up with an air attacks first, but I can't because of this annoying fighter. I've got artillery, but that doesn't really... Well, it weakens the entrenchment, but doesn't do anything else, and it's more effective against these soft targets. I'll try and hit the infantry unit instead. Artillery. And then, let's see, get this tank. Hit the artillery to any effect? Not very much. Okay, we're gonna have to try with the Joseph Stalin tank. It's got artillery in there defending it. Okay, we didn't take any damage from that. Oh, but they got a rugged defense. That's not good. They're gonna shoot against the close defense value of our IS-2 then. Oh, okay, we still have 6. We didn't lose any. We've got 6 IS-2s attacking. Oh, we did some damage to it, but not very much. Maybe you can push it a little bit as well. The defensive artillery didn't do much damage. Let's see. Okay, they still get to shoot first, these Sturmgeschütz Germans. Okay, they didn't do much damage. Now let's see. Excellent. They took serious losses. They're holding on. That means they didn't get to fall back though. I think I might as well give these guys replacements. Get them fighting at full strength of 10. And then you guys just wipe out those infantrymen in the river hex. Units in river hexes are very weak. They can't defend themselves effectively. Now here's the question. Do we devote air power to try and reduce the entrenchments of this guy? Might try that. It's not going to be very effective though. My goodness. It'd be far more effective to attack these guys, for example. Do some damage. Alright. Nevertheless, we can try and pursue the strategy. The most important thing is we need to get to this bridge to keep these guys from falling back across the Dnieper. I think that's important. So try and weaken this infantry from the air. We also at least it weakens their entrenchments, and we also try and attack their artillery. Again, that's not going to be very effective, is it? Any of these got any decent soft attacks values? No. Very well then, we'll just weaken their entrenchments a little bit using our fighters against their artillery, because the bombers don't do much more damage anyway. Infantry is very weak against that unit. But tanks are more likely to run into rugged defense. That's the thing. I'll try though. Defensive artillery shoots. Suppresses tank. Now here's the question. Do we get rugged defense? Nope. That's good. That means we've got a fighting chance here. These infantry get thrown back, which means they lose all their entrenchment values. They're now out in the open. We now get to choose whether to try and get rid of these guys once and for all, and or assault their artillery. Still not even it's not gonna work attacking their artillery with my infantry even. Wow. Air power, what kind of air power I've got left? Not much. A few fighters and a bomber. I think... you do 6 and 4, what about you? Who's going to do the most damage? 6 and 3. So if I'm gonna hit the infantry, it'd be better to do it with a tank. The thing is, if I hit the infantry there, it'll probably surrender, but it'll have lots of artillery defending it. If I hit the artillery, it's got some entrenchment values, might put up a rugged defense, but it doesn't have any defensive artillery. And also hitting enemy artillery is, you know, since artillery is generally we'll try this. Oh right, it's sitting tight, doesn't lose its entrenchment value, doesn't fall back, but it also takes serious damage. And the infantry can't make it retreat. The infantry is going to commit suicide by attacking in there because of strong artillery supporting it. Both this and that, actually. Yeah, considering all that artillery support, it's probably better to just try and do away with the artillery, even though it's entrenched. I was hoping if I could push that away, I could have punched into the anti-aircraft there. I couldn't, which means the anti-aircraft is going to be a nuisance probably to my air units. That's a Shame. It doesn't have air defense, but it does have this anti-aircraft unit, which is going to probably wreck this fighter. It's not a very good fighter anyway, though. You know, I might as well use this bomber to try and see if we can take out this infantry unit. No. We hurt it, we didn't take it out. And now it needs fighter escort. I think one of these Yak 9s should be able to do it. And then what do these guys do? Well, try and weaken this entrenchment of this infantry, I guess. Doesn't do any damage, but the entrenchment drops from 5 to 4. This fighter let's try and just reduce the entrenchment levels of this anti-tank gun, which is a quite strong anti-tank gun. Right, in the south here we really can't attack, especially since their strong artillery is still in place. So what do I do then? If I pull out of there altogether, I'm worried that they start buying units here, reinforcing the city. I don't want that. So I think I'm gonna have to risk putting some paratroopers close to the city. And sending in artillery to at least provide cover for them. I'll try and use my heavy tank to deal with this anti-tank, but of course I got a rugged defense and it'll get crashed. Yeah, this IS-2 is gone. Just run out of there, and we're gonna have to put you in there to try and to avoid them attacking our artillery with the anti-tank. See, in here, all these guys have been somewhat weakened. I'm still a little worried about the prospect of a rugged defense if I attack them. Especially with my tanks. Bridging units are good if they could get there, but they're too far away for now. This Luftwaffe infantry has lots of experience, is very good, but it's got a weakness. It's not... I could try and use this as bait, see if he'll attack them. Maybe to stop taking losses, but more likely use the 88 and just decimate it, so perhaps it's better. Because I want to again have a unit that's going to stop the Germans from reinforcing Vitebsk, so maybe I'll just put the heavy tank in there. And also just, yeah, I think that this is a good idea actually. And likewise, about these guys. I think I'll keep them in reserve for now. There's going to be an attack on the city eventually. I would have loved to bring down these entrenchments before I make the attack, but there isn't really time. You will just take replacements, and then I think we're going to have to risk... Oh, that's suicide though, you're going to get attacked by the elephant afterwards. Well, if we get a rugged defense, I'm going to regret this, but... yeah. Crap. Boom. Down to 3. That was a terrible idea. Damn it. Well, it's been dropped a little bit. Maybe our tank can be a little bit luckier now, and if it doesn't, no, of course it doesn't, it gets wrecked again. When will I ever learn? Okay, run away. Run away, T-34. Run away. Pull back. And... oh gosh. I really regret that. He's going to get completely wrecked by that guy now. With all the entrenchments, probably going to get a rugged defense attacking there as well, so no. I'll wait. Bring these guys a little closer. They might be able to move in there eventually. You will just take replacements, make you stronger. I think I'll do the same with you actually. In here. Yes, the northern front, where we're being decimated by this tiger. I don't want to send the tanks into the woods because the Germans have a lot of infantry here. Maybe I can risk sending a tank down here. I don't think attacking this is a very... well, it's not entrenched, is it? This guy has left the security of its trenches. That means we might push an attack on it. Oh, it's got artillery defending it. Crap. And the infantry shoots back as well, but only with a strength of 1. Alright. Okay, that's not bad at all. I might be able to open up something on the artillery here. Now, I want this guy to have to move first and then attack rather than vice versa. So I don't want my T-34 to be in here. Maybe in there, well, it can easily retreat. Actually, it can't easily retreat across through because Vitebska's headwalled the Germans, so that was a terrible idea. Oh, hang on. I've got more fighters than I thought I did. Okay, I've got 1 fighter left that I can use for something. That's cool. What though? Let's put you in there, actually. Invite an attack from this anti-tank. Let's put these guys... I'm actually going to give them elite replacements and try and... just make them a little bit stronger. And then you... well... you won't be able to do much damage, probably, but... the more units, the more units I have close to this unit, the less it'll be able to replace its losses. Thus, hopefully forcing it to retreat farther away. Oh yeah, I've got some partisans in here as well. Right. So what to do with these guys? I think you're gonna sit tight in there and use your entrenchments. These guys. All depends what the Germans are doing down here. It might be good to have somebody sitting in the woods here. On the other hand, if I can take Borisov, I can... spots 3 hexes as well. If I can take Borisov, I might be able to suddenly have something spring up in the enemy's rear. Oh crap, I forgot about that guy. That's... right, I haven't spotted him until now. That's where my last fighter should have been, actually. It's going to build up its strength again. Okay, let's put you in there. They've got no forces in here. With luck, we might be able to move in and take Borisov next turn. I guess that's about all I can do. Well, I've got a few people left here. Bring you a little forward. Might be able to do something. You might as well just sit there. And I think in the next video we're going to see what the Germans are doing.